Hey, this is Sean. Welcome back. I wanted to do an update as to why I have decided to leave Vietnam early. I had this plan when I retired to travel the world and actually stay in a location, go to a location, stay a week or so in a hotel, find a place I like, rent a place for maybe 2-3 months. If I like it, possibly stay longer. My idea would be I'd hit, 3 or 4 countries, maybe as many as 5 or 6 in a year, 2-3 months here, 3-4 months there, 2 months here. But after being in Vietnam for just even a few weeks, about a month, I don't know, didn't feel right. I don't know. Like something like Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii on vacation many times through the years. It always just felt right. It felt good. Every time I went there, it just felt right. And although Vietnam, it was nothing to do with the people, nothing to do with the food. It had to do with some of the things I said in my last video. Primarily, I want to get out, ride motorcycles and tour the country. And I know I went during the hot season. I didn't time my trip the best. I just went when the time was right. And unfortunately, it was the summer, the hot season. I was in Da Nang and Hoi An, and it wasn't their busy season. It wasn't that crowded, but especially Da Nang was a bit more crowded than I would have liked. It was a big city, much bigger than I kind of anticipated, and just being in Vietnam just didn't feel right. So after being there I think I was there for nearly 6 weeks. One day I was about to book a flight, and I was debating renting a motorcycle or moped and taking a trip, a good 4 or 5 day trip. And the person I was renting the motorcycle from, after I explained to him where I was going, what I was doing, keep in mind I'd done this before, but I didn't tell the person I rented from what I was doing. He basically told me no. He said no, he's not going to rent me the motorcycle. So whether he didn't want his bike to have that many miles, whether he didn't feel his bike was reliable enough to be that far away, and anyway, he told me flat out no. And I went back to the hotel, started calling other places, and that was the moment I kind of like, things happen for a reason, et cetera, et cetera. So I was debating what I was going to do. So the motorcycle ride was the plan, based on the weather, the rain, not too hot, getting up into the mountains. And then I was also talking about going to Pho Quoc, which is one of the islands off Vietnam that people talk about going to. And everyone kept telling me, oh, it's hot, but I really want to go there. And I will make it there. I still want to go there and check it out. But on a moment's notice, I had to be out of my hotel. I think it was a Thursday morning. The night before, I said, you know what? I'm going to Hoi An, Thailand, that is. So it's another location I'd seen and heard a lot about. You fly into Bangkok. If you're in Bangkok, you go down one side, it's Pattaya, maybe an hour away. You go down the other way about 3 hours, it's Hoi An. If you keep going, multiple hours, you probably fly, you hit Phuket. So I've never been to Hoi An. I've been to Thailand twice, never Hoi An. And just much like Da Nang, coastal city, and unlike Da Nang, a much smaller town. Now, I will say, as I'm filming this in the hotel room right now, I'm actually already here in Thailand. So I waited to shoot this video. I got into the airport, I had to take a 3-hour taxi ride, got out of the taxi 9:30 at my hotel, went walking off to a night market that first night. I wasn't here an hour. I was like, it just felt right. It felt better. I'll touch on a little bit of why. But I just wanted to talk about, the differences from Vietnam to Thailand and why it felt better. I mean, I've now been here a while. I didn't get here yesterday. So I've been here a while. And, I've had 1 or 2 days that were kind of, let's say, pretty hot, like, oh, man, it's pretty freaking hot outside. But Vietnam, it was damn near every day. Now, we had some torrential rains. We had a few, I'd say I felt cool maybe 4 times the whole time I was in Vietnam. Maybe 5 if I was lucky, But it was just so unbearably hot that I would take a shower, go outside just to maybe get some dinner, walk around the corner. I was like, I don't feel like it. And I would just order Grab. It would prohibit me from going out and doing things I might want to do. And again, keeping in mind, one of the things I really want to do, I don't want to be, museums and, go into all these, a lot of people like to hit, all the tourist things, the Golden Buddha, the giant Buddha statue, the museum, the whatever. It's not my thing. I mean, I just went by a Buddha the other day. I went to Monkey Mountain. I went and saw a giant Buddha the other day. But I want to get out and just see the countryside, meet people, eat at local restaurants. I want to go see the country, not a bunch of, I don't want to go to Hawaii and sit inside the Hilton Hotel. I want to go see Hawaii, right? So part of being in Vietnam is to get out there and on a motorcycle, not an air-conditioned car. And it just, after the I think I did a 4-day ride, it opened my eyes to just, how hot it really is. You're out in the sun all day, obviously, on a motorcycle. You wear a protective layer, you wear sunscreen. It's just freaking hot, though. The second thing that really bothered me in Vietnam, and I will say being in Thailand now for a while, I think I've smelled smoke once in Thailand. There was a guy cooking something, and he was cooking, and, smell of smoke. And besides cigarette smoke, I mean wood burning smoke, fire up in the mountains type of smoke. And in Vietnam, I swear to God, I think I smelt it 60% of the time. You know, I may be exaggerating a little bit, but it seemed like every restaurant I went to, you know, on the street, the small local restaurants, they're burning incense, or they're burning incense at the sidewalk, or burning incense. No offense, but incense are one of the things that set me off the worst. If I walk through I have bad allergies. If I go through a perfume section of a Macy's or a mall, or something like that, that'll just blow me up. And incense, you know, a candle store will just set me off. And just the incense, the smoke, a lot of people, maybe because of the area I was in, or areas I was in, because I changed hotels a lot. It's not like I went to Vietnam, I stayed in one hotel for 1 week and said, oh, I didn't like it. I flew into Hanoi, spent about a week, stayed at a couple different hotels, got a tattoo, you know, all kinds of neat stuff. But then that wasn't my plan to stay there. My plan was just to enjoy it a little bit and go to Da Nang, which I did. And I thought Da Nang would be my longer term home. I'd rent a place there. But it just didn't feel right. Too big, too crowded, even though it was slow season, just wasn't my thing. So I went to Hoi An, just 30 minutes away, you know, 12 miles. It was nice. On the river, I was staying at a very nice resort hotel I wouldn't ordinarily stay at, but I was using points, so it was free. And I enjoyed myself. You know, I had luckily just phenomenal weather. It's like when it rained, I was at a hotel without the great pool. When I was at the hotel with the great pool, we had hot weather. So everything really worked out great. It was a good experience. It just wasn't the right place for me. I liked the food. The people were super polite. It seems like every hotel I go into, I feel like, you know, you feel like you're Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? Everyone, you know, talks to you. The manager comes out to, you know, want to greet you and talk to you. Whether it's you know, you're the American, or, you know, and again, I'm not the only white man there. There's a lot of others, and I will find you bump into a lot of Europeans. Yeah, I've met a couple other Americans, but mostly Europeans, you know, from German or whatever country. I know I have a tendency to see another white guy and go, hey, what's up? Where you from? And he's like, oh, from German. I'm like, oh, okay, not an American just because you're a white guy. But so I'm in Thailand. I've been here for a while, over a week anyway. So I really like it here. I could absolutely see renting a place here, and it's Hoi Hin versus Vietnam, cost-wise, the same. I mean, people tell you one's cheaper, one's this, one's that. You know, hey, depends what side of the street you're on, depends which restaurant you walk into, depends which hotel you stay at. I'll make a video about my experience in Vietnam, and I'll go over my budget and everything. I've been tracking all my expenses. But the main thing was just to do an update, because I've been in Thailand for a while. My family or friends know I'm here. Even most of them, I just called them the day before and said, hey, I'm flying to Thailand tomorrow. It's more just to keep tabs on me, just in case, to know I'm not off on a motorcycle trekking through the woods in case, you know, I get in an accident, something happens. So as it stands right now, I'm definitely enjoying Thailand much better than I was enjoying Vietnam. I guess the sad part is I bought a 6-month plan on Viettel, Vietnam's cell phone network. I mean, it wasn't bad. I think I spent $45 for like the most data you can get. So other than that expense, you know, I wasn't really out a lot for going to Vietnam. I say got it out of my system. It was my plan to go there, rent a place, stay at Da Nang. I'm going to love it. It reminded me of Waikiki, but it's like Waikiki on steroids. And I can definitely see Hoi Hin, you know, Thailand in general, but specifically Hoi Hin. I really like the area. The weather's been phenomenal. The differences of walking down the sidewalk, not walking down a sidewalk, just certain things you need to experience. I know I make some little Instagram videos and little things, try to share stuff, and I have some people critique me going, oh, get out and do something, man. You're not doing anything. Well, I don't know what you want to do. I'm not here to, like I said, I'm not here to go do every tourist attraction. I'm not an amusement park person. More likely just to go, I'm not even drinking. I was going to say, you're more likely to find me at a local bar having a drink just so I can meet local people and get, you know, what it feels like to really be here. But I'm not even drinking. I've had 2 drinks since I left the USA nearly 2 months ago. So, you know, I am doing what I want to do. You know, I'm living my life. I'm just living. Riding motorcycles. I have a moped right now. I haven't taken any epic trips. I've only done 2 drives. One like a half-day ride just out and around the countryside around where I am. And actually, I'm changing hotels today. I've been changing hotels more than I like. That's one of the things I'm not real happy with. It's a pain in the ass. But I've been changing hotels a lot. And once I change hotels, I was going to take another ride here in Thailand. I was going to try to get out and do a couple-day ride, a 2 or 3 day ride up in the mountains. But at a bare minimum, I want to get one long day and where I take off in the morning, you know, drive 2, 3, 4 hours. You know, the equivalent of where I'm from in California would be heading up to the Sierra Nevada for the day, you know, doing a loop around, sightseeing and coming back. So I'm going to take a day trip here tomorrow, the next day. And then based on that, I'm going to plan a trip for next week to get out where I'd stay at other hotels, stay in some of the smaller towns, go see, you know, Thailand. up in the mountains, rural regions, get up in smaller towns where I know from my experiences in Vietnam, not a lot of people speak English. You gotta make sure your Google Translate is downloaded on the language you need, which reminds me I need to download Thai. I use it all the time. Since I've been in Thailand, actually, just share a quick story, un-Vietnam related. I found an amazing massage therapist. They're charging me 800 baht for a 2-hour massage. So in case you don't know, it's like $16. Excuse me, it's $24, excuse me. And anyway, they have different bills. So I'm giving them a $1,000 bill. $1,000 bill is like 30 bucks, maybe 32, something like that. It's like $30. So I give them a $1,000 bill, it pays for the massage. I'm giving the woman an incredible $6 tip. I'm sure she's super happy. Her name is Nee. She's amazing. The point is, many people know I've had multiple shoulder surgeries on this shoulder, my bad arm. I've had like 7 massages with this woman, and I don't know, I'm just bragging. I can move my arm. This woman's helping me immensely. So the fact that I left Vietnam and went to Thailand, a mixed blessing for so many reasons. I found a place I'm very, very happy and comfortable in. I found this amazing woman. I can't brag on this lady enough. If you're ever in Hoi An, go see Nee. I'm actually going to make a video about their shop and stuff because this woman has helped me so much. I'm doing this on purpose. This arm, normally I can't even barely get it across my body, and it's not right, but it's 60% better than it was 2 weeks ago. Anyhow, so hey, Vietnam wasn't for me. I'm not going to say Thailand is, but thus far, Thailand just feels right. I know I'm actually planning to go back to Hawaii soon. I had actually already booked a ticket. I was going to be heading out soon. I have some things to take care of. I was selling my condo. It fell out of escrow, etc. That isn't happening right now. I've postponed the trip. So I know I'm going back. I have, checks and mail and things to go through and stuff to deal with back there since I still own my condo. But Vietnam will likely be visited again. It's not off the list, but I just don't see it right now being at least when I'm starting out right now. I'm just getting out. I want to really enjoy where I'm at. That smoke was really affecting me a lot in my throat on my 4-day ride, and just the heat was just unbearable. You take a shower and you're wet before you can hit the sidewalk outside. So if you go to Thailand, you go to Vietnam, I hope you enjoy them both. Thailand to me, has Thai food, spicy. Even though I say not spicy, usually it's too spicy for me. The Vietnamese food I've found, I won't say it was more to my liking, but it wasn't spicy. It was flavorful, it was good. Absolutely. I don't even know if I ever had a dish I didn't enjoy, but I definitely never got a dish that burned my mouth. Thailand, I've had a couple of things I couldn't quite finish. It was just too hot for me. So, if you go to Vietnam, enjoy, sightsee, but just plan on the weather being, I don't know, there's places that are, I'm sure, more hot, more humid, and there's a better season to go. I unfortunately went during the hot season, and again, it just wasn't for me, but I will surely be back. I still want to hit Halong Bay. I will say going down South Saigon and all, it's not even really on my radar, but I do want to hit Pho Quoc Island. So I do have some places I want to go. The Hoi An, that whole thing, that was all neat. That was fun. It was really nice. But again, it's tourist stuff. It's not really what I want to do. So did enjoy my time there. Enjoyed the hotels I've stayed at. I do want to do a bunch of hotel reviews. I've been shooting footage for days, but just going around leading my life, doing what I want to do. I find it tough to sit down and edit a video. So doing a quick video like this, more of a vlog style, is much simpler. But eventually I'm going to start cranking out more videos with some of the content I've created. And so please like and subscribe, and I'll keep giving updates. I'm in Thailand now. I'll be going back to Hawaii soon. And then after I'm finished up in Hawaii and take off, I may very well just come back to Thailand. I know I have other places on my list. I plan to be in Southeast Asia through this whole year and then going to Europe next year. Who knows, maybe I change that. Hey, it's my life and do what I want. Like I said, wherever the wind blows me. So, hey, take care, enjoy, and have a good day.